Hey, welcome back to No Head Beer Review. So today I'm going to actually do a ranking of, since I've recently had the Bourbon County vintages, the regular Bourbon County 2012 through 2018. My man Dusty gave me this idea, so thanks. I don't know why I didn't think of this myself. To do a video that puts them in my order, how they're drinking right now. And I mean, there's variables, like how the beer was originally, how it's aged, how it's kept, all that kind of stuff. So this is, very much subjective to my experience, how I've cellared the things, my thoughts about beer, blah, 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 blah. But here are my thoughts. So, again, 2012 through 2018, I tried to jot down a couple notes while I do this. I'm not gonna say the worst one because they've all been delicious, but the 2012 would be at the bottom of my list. Um, so when I first got to 2012, it blew my mind, and I went back to the store. I bought a bunch more, and then I had seen a couple people are like, "You got to age it for like a year; it gets even better." And I really like Bourbon County Fresh, but I do agree that with some age on it, it kind of starts rounding out. And then I think what happens for my palate is then it starts rounding out too much, and I kind of want some of those spikes and flavors. Like I want to be able to be like, oh, that's a big dose of fudginess or whatever, right? Coconut, etc. And as you age them, it seems like they kind of start working. Everything comes together so much. It's super pleasant. It's good. But then I'm kind of like yearning for, well, I want a little bit of something sticking out. So that's for me. That's why the 2012 would be where I'm starting. So that's not super surprising that the next one is 2013. It has the same. I don't want to, again. I don't want because these are good. So I don't want to use words like issues, concerns, but uh, it was at the 5 year mark. Admittedly, on the bottle it says ages up to 5 years. They're telling you straight up, like that's what we think. So you can't really fault them for that. So after 5 years, I mean, totally melded into this wonderful beer. I just wanted a little bit more of the spikes, and I personal preference. Then we jumped to 2016. Um, Good vintage. Had if I remember correctly, that one I should have wrote it down. Had some coconut in there that I really liked, and was a nice kind of like in the middle of things are melding together so wonderfully, but had enough of those like flavors still really obvious to pull out and enjoy. I also am wondering, and this might be part of it, with the flash pasteurizations since the 2015 infection issues, if the 16, 17, and now the 18 will age differently, will just because of now it won't have some of that stuff working as it ages. If they'll age differently, not really at all, or, what that is. So I'm curious going forward. In the middle of the pack is the 2018. I like this beer a lot. I said in the review of that, love the chocolate in this. I do kind of wish it was a little bit more fudgy, um, but the notes are spot on. Except that it'd be like my only ding on it, and it's still the middle of the pack because of how nice the other flavors are coming through. That's why it's not a little higher on the list. Then 2017, that is drinking great. Just 1 year on it, and again, it's kind of how I like it, but I don't know if my palate's changing, if I've been exposed to more beer, but it doesn't seem like that 1 year magic occurred like it did for 2012, 2013 for me. Like back when I had those a year in, it was like, wow, this is like even better than fresh, but it's still really good. So now I'm down to the last two just to build up some suspense. And if you watch those videos, it's probably not too big of a surprise. Second favorite. I was at a bottle share just squeaked. Oh, it's freezing. Let's see, is it not freezing anymore? Um, the um, the 2014 is amazing. I get it. It's in a smaller format, which I like. Yeah, 2014 is drinking amazingly right now. I just think that 2015 is like the vintage, which is the irony of that is that was the year of the infection. That's what that year is known for. I lucked out and didn't get any infected um, uh, of the regular. I got the cough and the barley when I was infected, and it was awesome fresh. It is still awesome 3 years in. So that's for me real quick. 2012, 13, 16, 18, 17, 14, 15. That's my order. What's your order? Let me know. How far back can you go? I only can go back 2012. Once I've done some of the variants for 2018, maybe I'll do a video of my favorite beers from this lineup this year. If you want to send me some of those, get at me. It's hard to get prop and reserve. Um, Thanks for watching. I always appreciate checking out Instagram on Tap. No hype beer reviews at both those places. Thanks again, Dusty, for the idea. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.